Hello, friend. If you've ever applied for a job at Delta and saw the words qualifications under review, you're probably wondering, what does this mean? Am I in? Am I out? Or am I just stuck in a hiring limbo? Well, today I'm diving deep into what this actually means. But before we get into it, let me make one thing clear. This review is based on theoretical research. I don't work for Delta, but I've scoured the internet, checked forums, and gathered the most common experiences from real applicants to help you understand what to expect. Also, if you're looking for a legit way to make money online, check out my recommended program in the comment section. Many of my viewers have joined, put in the effort, and seen real financial growth within a year. Link is in the description below. Now let's get into it. Here's what this is all about: price, founder, and background. So what exactly does qualifications under review mean? Well, it's a status update on your job application that basically means your application is not rejected, but not yet approved either. Think of it like this: you're in a waiting room and the hiring team is deciding whether they want to bring you in for the next step. Delta Airlines is one of the largest airlines in the world, and naturally getting a job there isn't a walk in the park. The hiring process usually involves an online application, an assessment test, a virtual interview, VI, and a face-to-face F2F interview before you finally get an offer. Some applicants move through the steps quickly, while others sit in the qualifications under review stage for weeks or even months. Now, let's get into what you should know about this whole process before you start biting your nails waiting for an update. Let's discuss what you should know about this. 8 key points. 1, it's not a rejection. Many people panic when they see this message, but don't. It means you're still in the game. 2, it could take time. Some applicants get updates within a few days, while others wait weeks. Delta has thousands of applications to go through. 3, each job role is different. Some positions require multiple assessments and interviews, while others move faster. 4, no news is often good news. Many applicants who saw this status eventually got invited for a face-to-face F2F interview. 5, check your email regularly. Delta doesn't always update the portal first. Sometimes they send an email with your next steps. 6, if you haven't heard back, don't be afraid to follow up. If it's been over a month, a polite email to HR won't hurt. 7, Delta moves at its own pace. As one Reddit user put it, it's a waiting game. Chillax and let the process unfold. 8, your status may change randomly. Some applicants reported that their status changed from under review to scheduling interview overnight. My honest thoughts about it. Now let's talk honestly. Is this process frustrating? Absolutely. Here's what I really think. 1, Delta could be a bit faster. Some applicants wait months without an update, which can be nerve-wracking. 2, it's not personal. If your application is under review for a long time, it doesn't mean they don't like you. It just means HR is busy. 3, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Keep applying elsewhere while waiting. Never rely on one job application. 4, be patient but proactive. If it's been over 6 weeks, send a polite follow-up email to show continued interest. 5, people who got the job say it's worth it. Most applicants who made it to training said the wait was tough, but the reward was great. 6, the airline industry is competitive. Delta gets thousands of applications, so if you've made it this far, you're doing great. 7, the hiring process isn't always consistent. Some applicants skip assessments, while others go through multiple rounds. 8, if you really want it, don't give up. Many people reapply and get hired on their second or third attempt. Now let's get into the pros and cons of the Delta application process. This is where we break down what works well and what might test your patience. Pros. 1, a structured hiring process. Delta's hiring process follows a clear structure from submitting an application to assessments, interviews, and final offers. This helps applicants know what to expect at each stage. 2, transparency in status updates. Many applicants appreciate that Delta updates their application status online. Seeing qualifications under review at least gives you an idea that your application is still in the system and hasn't been rejected outright. 3, fair assessments. based on what people have shared. The assessments and virtual interviews are designed to be fair, testing relevant skills rather than throwing in unnecessary or confusing questions. Number 4, a chance to work for a reputable airline. Let's be honest, getting hired by Delta is a big deal. It's one of the top airlines globally with great employee benefits, including travel perks, health coverage, and career growth opportunities. 5, encouraging feedback from other applicants. A quick scroll through online forums shows that many people who saw qualifications under review eventually got an interview invitation. This means the status isn't necessarily a bad sign. 6, competitive pay and benefits. Delta is known for offering good salaries and benefits compared to many other airlines, which makes the wait potentially worth it. 7, a pathway to a stable career. Unlike some industries where job security is shaky, a career with Delta often comes with long-term employment opportunities, especially if you perform well. 8, supportive hiring community. There's a large community of past and current applicants who share their experiences online, providing insights and reassurance to those currently in the process. Cons. 1, the waiting period can be long. One of the biggest frustrations is that the process can take weeks or even months. Some applicants have had their applications under review for a long time, leading to stress and uncertainty. 2, lack of communication at times. While Delta provides status updates, they don't always give detailed explanations of what's happening behind the scenes, leaving applicants guessing. 3, highly competitive. Let's face it, thousands of people apply for Delta jobs, which means the chances of moving forward depend on how well you stand out in a pool of strong candidates. 4, technical issues with the application system. Some applicants have reported glitches on Delta's application portal, such as status updates not changing or receiving assessment invitations late. 5, no definite timeline. Some applicants move from qualifications under review to an interview within days, while others wait for months without any updates. The lack of consistency makes it hard to plan ahead. 6, the interview process can be intense. While the assessments and interviews are fair, they can also be challenging. Many applicants report that the face-to-face F2F interview requires solid preparation. 7, limited feedback on rejections. If you're not selected, Delta doesn't always provide detailed feedback, making it hard to know what went wrong and how to improve for future applications. 8, position availability may affect your application. If Delta isn't actively hiring for your position, your application might stay under review indefinitely until they open more spots. Final thoughts on the Delta application process. At the end of the day, Delta's application process is not perfect, but it's also not terrible. It's structured, fair, and gives you a real shot at joining one of the best airlines in the world. However, the waiting period and lack of immediate updates can be frustrating. If your application is stuck on qualifications under review, don't panic. Many people who have been in your shoes eventually received interview invitations. It's a waiting game, but as long as you haven't received a rejection email, you're still in the race. One key takeaway: be patient, stay positive, and keep applying elsewhere in the meantime. Never put all your hopes on just one job application. Now, before we wrap up, let me share something that has helped many of my audience achieve financial stability within a year of putting in real effort. If you're looking for a proven way to make money online, I highly recommend checking out this program. Click the link in the description to join. This program has changed the game for many people, and if you're serious about creating a solid income stream, it might be exactly what you need. Thanks for watching. If you found this review helpful, hit the like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more reviews like this. See you in the next video.